Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build, Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team. Looking to take your racing to the next level?
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't...
Apologies about that. Fumbled all over the place. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I did not update that either. And welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name is Pat Wilkinson. Once again, up in the booth. My apologies. There we go. Bit dim these days. So we get ready to go racing with the Wild West Racing League out here tonight at Michigan Speedway. Michigan Raceway, Speedway, one of the two. Just about 3.5 minutes left to go in practice out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. John Sauer in the number 22, currently with the fastest car on track. 91 of Sean Elliott just coming on to the racing surface now. We jump over to Brighton Coleman down in 11th. John Sauer, Blake Cuttrell, Brandon Harris, Tanner Ensign, Krishan Elliott, Mike Daughtery, Marcus Kaiser, Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson, Mike Presley, Brighton Coleman. On board with now Ty Sykes and Brady Karowski. 13-car field. So far out here tonight, here in Michigan Raceway. Hopefully going to go a little bit smoother than the other night did. Rolling off of turns 3 and 4, past the start-finish line. Let's see if Brighton Coleman can improve his time out here tonight. Holding steady down in 12th. Blake Cuttrell in the number 48 SpongeBob machine, still doing burnouts on the front stretch. One of Ty Sykes running into turns 3 and 4 now. This broadcast is brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Whit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox. Veteran owned and operated, Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players in different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. Coming down to the final 30 seconds left in practice. Heading over to qualifying now here at Michigan Raceway. Apologies. Trying to get finished up with some stuff out here tonight before we get going racing. Jumping on board with Ty Sykes, one of the first cars to jump onto the racetrack. We roll off of pit road now. Rolling through turns 3 and 4 now. One of Ty Sykes really winding this Gen 4 Cup car out all the way around the racetrack. Across the start-finish line, first flying lap for Ty Sykes. Round into turns 1 and 2. Unrestricted Gen 4 cars out here tonight at Michigan. Not the super speedway variant. Ty Sykes currently up to second off of turns 3 and 4, back into turns 1 and 2 now. Down the backstretch we go. Ty Sykes up to third at the moment, still falling back down to fourth. Go through turns 3 and 4 out here tonight. All Chevy field once again out here tonight at Michigan Raceway through the restart zone and across the start-finish line. Ty Sykes up to third, the end of his qualifying run. Marcus Kaiser up to first at the moment. Let's see if he improves again. 38.037. Kaiser does not improve. Tanner Ensign in second. Ty Sykes third. Ty Sykes third, Dakota Henderson, Blake Cuttrell, Brighton Coleman. Mike Lovelace up to third at the moment. All the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Slowing that car down after a banger qualifying lap. Going over to the 91 of Krishan Elliott. Across the start-finish line, 91 of Krishan Elliott, currently up to 6th, and pulling it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Billy Smith out on the track now. Let's jump over to him. Just rolling off of turns 1 and 2 off of pit road now. As start-finish line, Billy Smith opening his first qualifying lap. We get rolling out here at Michigan Raceway. Apologies again, I'm a little dim tonight. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. 21 of Billy Smith really trying to put the power down in that number 21 Monte Carlo. Qualifying coming to an end before he can get back around to the start-finish line. Your grid for tonight: Marcus Kaiser, Tanner Ensign, Mike Loveless, Ty Sykes, Dakota Henderson, Trey Smith, Krishan Elliott, Blake Cutroll, Brighton Coleman, Mike Presley, John Sauer, Brandon Harris, Mike Daughtery, Brader Karowski, and Billy Smith down in 15th place. Again, folks, I'm just joining into the car so we can get this all going a little bit faster as soon as everybody hops in. Waiting on the final few cars to get onto the grid. As soon as they do so, we will be jumping back out of the car and ready to go racing here at Michigan Raceway. 60 laps under the sun here in Michigan, so we won't have any problems out here tonight in terms of trying to beat out the light, because obviously on Sunday with the truck series we were a little bit worried that we weren't going to be able to get going or finish the race, excuse me, as the light was rapidly fading out here at Michigan Raceway. We get ready to go racing. Marcus Kaiser on the point. Tanner Ensign right alongside. Mike Loveless, Ty Sykes, Dakota Henderson, Trey Smith, Krishan Elliott, Blake Cutroll, Brighton Coleman, Mike Presley. Rounding out the end of the field, Mike Daughtery, wait, what? Oh, that was weird. Mike Daughtery, Mike Presley, Brandon Harris, Brady Karowski, and Billy Smith at the end of the field. We roll around behind the pace car, ready to go racing out here tonight at Michigan Raceway with the Wild West Racing League. Rolling back around through turns 3 and 4. Everybody getting ready to go racing out here tonight. Pace car down pit road this time. Green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Michigan Raceway, here with Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. Everybody away pretty clean. 48 very loose though on the start. 44 Tanner Ensign away beautifully, beating the 42 off the line. Whole inside line, did not get away very quickly. Through turns 1 and 2. Tanner Ensign already up to the lead of the race in the number 44 WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast Gen 4 Chevrolet. We roll through turns 3 and 4. Down into the front stretch, 44 Tanner Ensign trying to hold on to that lead. Ty Sykes on the bottom. Through turns 1 and 2 we go again. Down the backstretch we go. 44, 48, 42 on the top. One of Ty Sykes on the bottom, down in third. Mike Lovelace, Krishan Elliott, Mike Presley, Dakota Henderson, John Sauer, Brandon Harris, Brighton Coleman, Mike Daughtery, Trey Smith, Billy Smith, and Brady Karowski rounding out the end of the field. Trey and Brady not off to a great start in the number 51 and 21 machines out here tonight. Trey Smith already 2.5 seconds down from the leader. Tanner Ensign still leading away very nicely. We continue rolling around here at Michigan. .48 of Blake Cuttrell trying to catch up to the high side. Through the tri-oval here at Michigan, Blake Cuttrell with the run on the high side. Ty Sykes right there behind him, new leader. Blake Cuttrell as we continue settling in to this 60-lap race out here tonight. 4 laps down. 56 more to go this time by. First caution of the night. Trey Smith and Mike Daughtery going slowly on the bottom of the racetrack. Let's take a look. 56 all the way up the racetrack. 51 of Trey Smith just comes completely across and destroys the 56. Nothing he could do about it. 51 of Trey Smith may have slid down into him a little bit. Don't believe it was very intentional. In the number 51 Pabst beer machine out here tonight. First caution of the night here with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by Tier 1 Studios, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Rock Bottom Racing. WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland. Whole bunch of takers for pit road early on into this race. Blake Cuttrell, Ty Sykes, Marcus Kaiser, Krishan Elliott, Billy Sauer, Dakota Henderson, Brandon Harris, Trey Smith, Brighton Coleman, Brady Karowski, and Mike Daughtery. Tanner Ensign, Mike Lovelace, Mike Presley, and Billy Smith staying out behind the pace car. Sad news in the tangent of the car world out there today. In case any of you do not have Prime Video and have not been watching Clarkson's Farm, of course, our fan favorite Brit from Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson, one of the original trio from Top Gear that we all grew up with, the politically incorrect and just all around good time TV show that introduced us all throughout the 2000s and late 90s into the world of motorsport and automobiles. Tragically has been diagnosed with cancer. He is announced in the final episodes of Season 5 of Clarkson's Farm last night / this morning. Our hearts and minds go out to Jeremy Clarkson and his family and all of his friends over there at Diddley Squat Farm over in England. Best of luck to you, Jeremy, and I hope you get through this. Cancer is a real SOB, and yeah, go get him, buddy. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again out here tonight. Tanner Ensign on the bottom, Mike Loveless on the top. For the restart, Billy Smith, Mike Presley, Marcus Kaiser, Ty Sykes, Brighton Coleman, Dakota Henderson, Brandon Harris, John Sauer, Blake Cuttrell, Brady Krowski, Krishan Elliott, and Trey Smith. Mike Daughtery still down pit road. Actually, he's up here in the booth. Welcome up to the booth, Mike.
Sorry, brother.
What's
Just
going on?
messing with buttons. Can't do everything all at once.
You want me to move you back down somewhere? Oh, there he goes. It's fine. Mike Daughtery will pretty much be a lap down this time by. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again out here tonight. Pace car down pit road. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag back in the air. Start a lap 8 of 60 out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League. We are racing once again. Tanner Ensign and Mike Loveless away beautifully this time. 0 Mike Presley right there on their heels, though, trying to keep up. I believe that is the one of Ty Sykes. Yes, it is. 3 wide behind them with Dakota Henderson, John Sauer, and Billy Smith. Whoa! 0, excuse me, of Mike Presley around. Caution back out. Just off of turn 2. Let's jump back and take a look. Might have gotten a bit loose. Yeah, he did. Slid out off of turn 2, came across the nose of the 1. Nothing the 1 could really do about it. Spins it out and wrecks here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Mike Presley still on the lead lap. Daughtery just catching up to the tail end of the field now. Mike Loveless in that short run through turns 1 and 2 has claimed the lead out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Pace car's lights are back off, ready to go racing once again here tonight. Mike Lovelace choosing the high side now. We get ready to go racing once again as we roll through turns 1 and 2. Back through turns 3 and 4, everybody ready and settled back in. Trying to get ready to go racing once more out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Waiting for the pace car to dive down pit road. Pace car down pit road this time. Second caution of the night coming to a close. Let's see if we can go a little bit further this time. Green flag is in the air. We are racing. Once again, 12 of 60 this time by. 44 with a big wiggle on the restart. 68 away beautifully. 22 right behind him with John Sauer. We get racing once again. 44 up the inside of the 22, trying to make the move stick. Doesn't quite have the speed to do it. 68 on the bottom, trying to block the 22 on the high side. Doesn't quite have the speed to do it. 3 wide for the lead out here at Michigan Raceway. 44 Tanner Ensign all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack with some great speed. Down into turns 3 and 4. 44, 68, and 22. Top, bottom, middle, top. We roll through turns 3 and 4. 44 Ensign up to second at the moment. Still side by side with John Sauer. Falling back a little bit as we go through turns 1 and 2 again. Dakota Henderson with a bit of a radio problem at the moment. Let's jump down. Oh, Brighton Coleman falling down the pack. Managed to keep it clean though. 3 wide with this battle for the position. 51 of Trey Smith all over the racetrack at the moment. Trying to get that car going straight. Still fighting that car a little bit though. 91 of Krishan Elliott also sliding across the top of the racetrack. Trying to keep things going out here tonight. Everybody trying to keep their cars together. Still plenty of racing left to go here at Michigan Raceway. As the field starting to settle in, John Sauer and Tanner Ensign at the front of the field trying to fight it out for the lead as we come to the start of lap 15 out here tonight. 44 of Tanner Ensign sliding back into position behind the number 22. Charge down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2 we go again. 22 of John Sauer choosing the high side. 44 Tanner Ensign sending one up the inside. Trying to keep that momentum going. That is the big thing with these Gen 4 cars. It's all about the momentum you can get through the corners. 33 of Brandon Harris with a big slide off the turn 2. Back into turns 3 and 4 we go. 44 Tanner Ensign still running the bottom, trying to make that move happen down there. Sliding up the racetrack, might try to block the 22 a little bit as they're still door to door. Off of turn 4, past the start finish line we go into turns 1 and 2 again. Game of leapfrog is happening. 44 sends one up the inside of the 22, needs to start sliding back up. Block that 22 on the high side, doesn't decide to do it. 22 all completely sideways off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. 68 and the 5 pushing and shoving each other all the way down the backstretch at the moment. 44 Tanner Ensign cleared of the 22. 68 and the 5 starting to reel him in though. 44 Tanner Ensign sliding up in front of the 22 now. We go down the front stretch and Tanner Ensign back up into the lead of this race. John Sauer, most improved car on track, up 9 at the moment. 17 of 60 this time by. Mike Lovelace right behind him now. Dakota Henderson behind him. Brandon Harris in the 33 behind them. at the moment. 48 of Blake Cuttrell, Mike Daughtery, Marcus Kaiser, Trey Smith, Mike Presley, Krishan Elliott, Brighton Coleman, Billy Smith, Ty Sykes, and Brady Karowski in the 77, rounding out the end of the field, 6 seconds behind the leader. Jumping back down into the field a little bit, let's go down to the 91 of Krishan Elliott, holding off the 4 of Brighton Coleman. Elliott still ahead of Brighton Coleman by about 0.6 of a second. Oh, that's the wrong number. About 0.2 of a second, excuse me. Running all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, struggling to keep that momentum going off of turn 2. 4 of Brighton Coleman reeling him in slightly. John Sauer back up into the lead. Tanner Ensign, excuse me, trying to get that move back on him once again. We go through turns 3 and 4. Still plenty of racing action left to go out here, guys. Just about a third of the way into this race. .22 in the 44, still fighting it out. 40 laps to go out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. .22 reeling away from the 44 Tanner Ensign. Ensign very slow off of turn 2. Mike Lovelace getting past him now, up to second place. Ensign holding that bottom, trying to keep the speed going. Going over to Blake Cuttrell in the 48. Sorry, folks, a little dry at the moment. .23 laps completed, this time by 60. Mike Lovelace still leading the way. John Sauer, Tanner Ensign, Dakota Henderson, Blake Cuttrell, Mike Daughtery down in 6th. Marcus Kaiser, Brandon Harris, Trey Smith, Mike Presley, Brighton Coleman, Krishan Elliott, Billy Smith, Brady Krowski, Ty Sykes down 1 lap in 15th. May have pit. Don't really know, I gotta be honest. Kind of missed it. Yes, he is down pit road. My apologies. Lights are on, but they're a bit dim today. Been really tired this week. I don't know why. 68 of Lovelace and the 22 of John Sauer. Less than 0.1 of a second between them. Go back into turns 3 and 4. Tanner Ensign losing time to the both of them, over half a second back. Ensign needs to start turning the pressure back on, but then again needs to continue saving out here tonight as much as he can. in that number 44 WIO Outlaw Custom diecast Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Broadcast also brought to you in part by Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, premier sponsors of the Wild West Racing League. Broadcast also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios. Somebody on the edge of the screen there just hooked a hard left. I believe that may have been Marcus Kaiser off of the backstretch. Managed to get it straightened back out and still going out here. Trey Smith in the 51 starting to reel him in though. Trey Smith and Marcus Kaiser back up to 7th and 8th. At the moment, really trying to keep the pressure on at the moment with the rest of the field. Not the fastest cars on track, almost a full second off of the 58 of Mike Daughtery, or 56 of Mike Daughtery, excuse me. But they're running together. If they can continue working together, they may be able to reel in the rest of the field. Hopefully not get too badly affected by the dirty air, which plagues this track and the cars at it. Approaching halfway through this race here at Michigan Raceway. Mike Loveless pulling over quarter of a second ahead of the 68 of Mike Loveless. Loveless still leading the way at the moment. 28 of 60 this time by. Data Loveless still leading the way. John Sauer in second. Blake Cottrell in third. Dakota Henderson fourth. Mike Daughtery in fifth. 2.1 seconds behind the leaders. Marcus Kaiser 3.2 behind. Loveless down pit road this time. Sauer will be in control of the race. Very loose on the entry of pit road. Mike Loveless and Brandon Harris both down pit road. Tanner Ensign went down a lap earlier. He is down in 13th at the moment. John Sauer trying to lead the way at the moment. 48 of Blake Cottrell right there behind him now. Slowly starting to reel him in. .22 off of turns 3 and 4. Past the start-finish line, 30 laps to go this time by. Mike Loveless down in 12th, Ty Sykes in 13th, Tanner Ensign in 14th, and Brandon Harris in 15th. All 15 cars still on the racetrack out here tonight at the moment. Plenty of time for things to continue as they are. Hopefully, Ensign and Loveless will get back on the lead lap soon here, knowing that there are other cars that need to come down pit road for tires and fuel. 29 laps to go. 29 laps to go. John Sauer all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Blake Cuttrell now in control of the race. Dakota Henderson reeling him in rapidly, quarter second behind and gaining. Marcus Kaiser up to third. Trey Smith up to fourth. Mike Daughtery also down pit road. .28 laps to go. 68 of Loveless trying to get his lap back. .27 laps to go. Daughtery down pit road. Dakota Henderson down pit road this time. Blake Cuttrell, Marcus Kaiser, Mike Presley, Trey Smith, Brighton Coleman, Krishan Elliott, Brady Karowski, and Mike Loveless back on the lead lap now. Henderson back down pit road. May have a speeding penalty. Billy Smith down pit road as well. Coming down towards 26 laps to go. Not sure how much longer any of these guys are going to be able to keep going on their tanks of gas. .26 laps to go as we roll off of turn 2. Brighton Coleman down pit road this time. Blake Cuttrell trying to keep things moving here. Surprised that he's going to continue to stay out at the moment. 48, SpongeBob SquarePants, Lowe's Monte Carlo. Trying to keep things going. Brighton Coleman just leaving pit road now. Mike Presley down pit road. Krishan Elliott and Trey Smith up to third and fourth. Marcus Kaiser 2.8 seconds back and reeling in the 48 of Blake Cuttrell. 25 laps to go out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. 22 of John Sauer, first car a lap down. Tanner Ensign a little bit further back, starting to reel him in. Knowing there's plenty of speed in both of these cars, it's going to be a white-hot race to the finish. Question is who's going to get there first. 48 of Blake Cuttrell down pit road this time. 42 also down pit road. 91 of Krishan Elliott off of turn 4 will be your race leader at the moment. Trey Smith down pit road as well. Brady Karowski down 12 at the moment. Mike Loveless down 30. John Sauer down 32. Tanner Ensign down 34. Ty Sykes down 36. Brandon Harris down 37. Mike Daughtery, Mike Presley, Brighton Coleman, and Billy Smith all down a lap still, with 24 laps to go, 23 at the line. Krishan Elliott down pit road this time. Brady Karowski, if he stays out, no, he will not. Mike Loveless will be back in control of this race. Roll off of turn 4 now. Mike Loveless back into control of this race. 22 laps to go as we roll past the start-finish line. John Sauer up to second. Tanner Ensign back up to third. Blake Cuttrell in fourth. Ty Sykes, Brandon Harris, Dakota Henderson, Mike Daughtery, Krishan Elliott, and there we go. Brighton Coleman back up to 10th. Marcus Kaiser back in 11th. Elliott and Karowski both down in 12th and 14th now as they roll off of pit road. Karowski still down pit road. Must have had some damage on that car he wanted fixed. Loveless still leading the way. 22 laps to go now. Everybody back on the lead lap. Kurowski down 38 seconds. Let's jump down to Brandon Harris in the number 33, fighting it out with the 5 of Dakota Henderson just ahead of him. Side by side through turns 1 and 2 we go. 33 and the 5 fighting it out for the lead at the moment, or for 6th place at the moment. My apologies. I'm getting confused again. .20 laps to go for Mike Loveless, still leading the way, 2.1 seconds ahead of John Sauer in the number 22. 20 laps to go. 5 of Dakota Henderson breaking away from the 33 of Brandon Harris. Mike Daughtery starting to reel him in now. In the number 56 down in 8th. We'll jump over to, my apologies, Marcus Kaiser down in 11th. Trying to run down Brighton Coleman just ahead of him in the number 4. We roll off of turn 4 now. 19 laps to go. .18 laps to go for Mike Loveless. John Sauer starting to reel him in within 2 seconds now. 77 of Brady Kurowski trying to keep things going here. Down a lap. Ty Sykes down pit road. Sauer still reeling in Mike Loveless little by little. Not much, though. Blake Cutroll over 5 seconds behind in the number 48. Tanner Ensign right there behind him, slowly reeling him in, trying to at least get a podium position out here tonight. Here at Michigan Raceway with the Wild West Racing League. This league is brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox. Veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and maps for everyone to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios. God, I'm fumbling all over myself tonight. Apologies for that. That's all, folks. Tanner Ensign losing time to Blake Cutroll. Over a second behind now. Mike Daughtery over 2 seconds back behind Ensign. Mike Loveless slowly getting reeled in by the 22 of John Sauer. 1.5 seconds behind now. Mike Loveless down pit road. Blake Cuttrell in control of this race. John Sauer and Tanner Ensign down pit road as well. Brandon Harris right there with them. 13 laps to go. Blake Cuttrell still leading the way at the moment. Laps to go. Blake Cuttrell still leading the way. 6.5 seconds ahead of Mike Daughtery in second place. Dakota Henderson down in third. Another full second behind him. Mike Presley down in fourth. Another second behind Henderson. Coleman down 11 off the leader. Ten laps to go this time by. 48 off of turns 1 and 2. Big slide off of 2 up into the wall. 56 of Daughtery. 6.7 seconds down and still falling away. Blake Cuttrell still leading the way. 10 laps to go out here tonight. Nine laps to go for Blake Cuttrell. Still leading the way at the moment. Mike Daughtery still about 6.5 seconds behind in the number 56 machine. Dakota Henderson, another second behind him. Ty Sykes splitting the two. Lap down at the moment. Ensign down a lap. Karowski, Sykes, and Harris all down 1. Must have had to pit again for more fuel. 8 laps to go. Brady Krowski still trying to lead the way at the moment. Do what he can to conserve his fuel. His time is running out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. .44 Tanner Ensign blocking the 48, trying to get a little bit of a draft between the two of them going, may help the both of them. 7 laps to go. Blake Cuttrell still leading the way at the moment. Mike Daughtery not going to be able to catch him up at this pace. At 5 laps to go, we will have the option of green-white checkered if we need it. If we go to lap 4 and then a caution, we will have a overtime. 6 laps to go for Blake Cuttrell. We go through turns 3 and 4 again. Apologies for not a very interesting broadcast out here tonight. Tends to be how these races go. Five laps to go out here tonight at Michigan Raceway, on board with Trey Smith now. 91 of Krishan Elliott behind him. 7th and 8th place cars respectively out here tonight, trying to keep things going. .51 of Smith, 19 of Trey Smith, 19 seconds behind the leader. Krishan Elliott in the number 91. Down 19 and a half. Both cars trying to reel each other in at the moment, make things happen. Not a lot of opportunity to do so. 4 laps to go. Let's jump back on board with Blake Cuttrell. Let's actually go to a bit of gyro cam. You can get a sense of the speed out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Watch the tachometer in the center of the dashboard. Bit of a slide off of turn 2, all the way up to 9,000. Slowly creeping up to 9.5. Letting off just a little bit early into the entry of turn 3. Rolling it back around, creeping the throttle back on. 8,000. 82.5. 8.5. 8.75. 9,000. 9.5. Bouncing off the rev limiter at 9.5, 9.9700 RPM. Back down into turns 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. On board with the leader, Blake Cuttrell, out here tonight. Trying to round out this race. Hopefully no more cautions in the dying laps. Just need to make it around 2 more times and take the white flag, and then it is a demolition derby. All the gloves are off, and it's all cards are on the table. What just happened there? There we go. My apologies. 2 laps to go here at Michigan Raceway with the Wild West Racing League. Brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. Coming back around through turns 3 and 4. White flag will be in the air for Blake Cuttrell, 10 seconds ahead of Dakota Henderson. White flag is out with the Tier 1 Studios final lap out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Through turns 1 and 2 we go. Unless there is a monumental crash, Blake Cuttrell will come back around and win here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Back through turns 3 and 4. Just needs to ease this car back around the final time. Off of turn 4 now. Past the restart zone and into the start-finish straight. And wins out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Dakota Henderson in second. Marcus Kaiser will be in third. Let's get Blake Cuttrell in here. Blake Cuttrell, this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. You got me.
I got you, Pat.
Congratulations on a fantastic win out here tonight at Michigan Raceway in that number 48 machine. Talk us through it.
You know, same kind of deal we had last week, just fuel mileage, you know, myself and my team got a good plan going. We planned it out earlier. We executed, did what we had to do. And here we are, you know, doing donuts.
Well, I'd say it worked out pretty well for you in the end. Congratulations once again out here tonight at Michigan Raceway as you crack the back end on that, pulling 50 shades of Jimmy Johnson out here. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Same thing as always, man. Thanks to the GLM guys. Yeah, appreciate everybody for letting me race with them.
Congratulations once again. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and Congratulations on making it back to victory lane.
Thank you.
Let's get Dakota Henderson in here next. Dakota Henderson, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me. Dakota? Dakota? Apparently we will wait on our interview with Dakota Henderson. Let's get Marcus Kaiser in here. Oh, he's live. All right, well, I guess that's going to round out that. Blake Cuttrell winning out here tonight by a whopping 10.6 seconds ahead of Dakota Henderson. Marcus Kaiser down in third. Mike Presley in fourth. Brighton Coleman in fifth. Krishan Elliott in sixth. Trey Smith in seventh. Mike Lovelace in eighth. John Sauer in ninth. Tanner Ensign in 10th. Ty Sykes in 11th. Brady Karowski down one in 12th. Brandon Harris down one in 13th. Billy Smith down in 14th, down 2 laps. And Mike Daughtery down 2 in 15th place. Congratulations to our top 3 once again out here tonight at Michigan Raceway with the Wild West Racing League Gen 4 Cup Series out here tonight on Tier 1 Studio here on YouTube. We thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show, no matter how kind of dull it was. That's Michigan for you sometimes. I had a blast, as always. Thank you all for joining us once again. Broadcast brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. And until next time, my name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. Goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built for 'em. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Set up shop, Tier 1. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1, set up shop. Got weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Set up shop, Tier 1. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1, set up shop. Yeah. See you in victory lane. Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1.